Hello everyone, Pickles here with another video. Today we're going to be playing Cyberpunk 2077. Been meaning to play this game for some time now, but when it first came out it was really buggy and there were a lot of bugs and I just wanted to wait. So I'm playing it now. So hopefully the bugs are gone. But anyways, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps out the channel so much. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. So we start off by picking our difficulty. I had a hard time choosing if I should do normal or hard, but I ended up just going with normal anyways. There are three options you can pick at the beginning of the game: Nomad, Street Kid, and Corpo. From what I'm guessing, Nomad is just you're a free man. Street Kid is a street kid, living the street life. Corpo is all business, living that lavish life. So I felt it was most appropriate to go with Street Kid for a game like this. Then I was customizing my character to look like David Martinez from Edge Runners. It took me a while and had to get all the details for what I thought would be right. But it's a lot harder since it has a lot of options and it's a lot left to guess on about, I guess. I thought the hairstyle went pretty well until I saw the back. Yeah, it took me a while to figure out that it was messed up. But after that, I found a better one, I guess. And I just stuck with it. After you finish customizing it, it makes you go into like a skill tree kind of thing where you gotta distribute your points. And David Martinez is all about tech. He was able to withstand that Sandevistan, where those of you who don't know what that is, like slows down time basically. It's a military grade implant or something like that. And he withstood it, so he has a lot of technical ability. So I maxed it out as best as I could, and then I continued on and finished wrapping it up. So the game starts off with our character V
A little
uh,
anesthesia.
having to relocate his nose. Later explaining that he got mugged, and I guess V has a bit of a reputation around here. Obviously, we deny the alcohol. We do not drink. You're a normal civilian living a peaceful life. Definitely.
Everything chill, mano?
Some bastard tried to mug me. I handled it.
Oh, local guy.
You really think somebody local will try to mug me, Pepe?
Listen, V. I got a problem. Serious this time.
Find yourself a hole, sounds like. You need help?
Knew I could count on you. It's, Kirk. I owe him. Don't pay by tomorrow, said he'd bust my legs. And he don't joke about that stuff. Got cartels in his corner.
You in it with Kirk? Every man, woman, and rat in Haywood knows he's a shark.
My bro jumped the joint. Deserved a hero's welcome. I know I f***ed up, V.
I'll talk to Kirk, but then you're gonna owe me one.
So after what Pepe was just talking about, we're gonna go talk to Kirk. Hopefully get him off Pepe's back. I think I love about this game, it's a very open world, and these NPCs are having like random conversations like without you being there. It's just entertaining.
I'll be checking exactly. There's 2 bottles of Sense short last delivery. No, that ain't possible.
I was at the hospital today.
After a little bit more walking, we finally find Kirk, and we're gonna go sit down and have a little word with him. Try to work out a deal for Pepe.
Hey, Kirk. Want to talk?
V, been a while? Spin it. What you need?
Standing, understand?
Pepe
And when I
asked
sit
me to
down,
follow up.
this big man comes and sits down. I'm tempted to click in on the last option, but then I probably realize I don't have any weapons on me, so I'd probably lose. So I just didn't.
Cut him some slack, will you? He'll pay. Just need some more time.
Do I look like a priest that runs a charity to you? You borrow Eddie's, you gotta pay him back. With interest. It's common knowledge. You suggesting I let a flaky cunt who can't keep a deal off the hook?
No, you let him off because it's me asking.
You
I
know
didn't realize
I'm a
that
man
my
of
character V
interest,
probably
so I
has
need
some
to know what
kind
I
of
get out of it.
status symbol in the city. So from then on,
Know what, Coop?
I
I sometimes get
didn't take
the
lightly
impression
to
you
any
wanna come
orders or
around
threats. Just
here.
cause,
Up in Haywood for the occasional
it's a
visit,
game.
sure. But you live far,
what's the
far
worst that
away
can
in
happen, you know?
Pacifica.
What are you getting at?
Getting at, you probably needing to think before you start something with the local sun.
I'm open to other options.
What's this?
Grab a look.
Green ride there on the page. Only 4 of them in NC as of
So
now.
that's when
One,
Kirk
free
hands
occasional
me a
driver.
pamphlet
Two,
or a
make
newspaper or
free
something.
rental service. And 4,
His
number 4 belongs to my
goal
company, just as we
or
do Clever Film.
gig he's given me is to steal a car,
This, and Pepe's dad is squared.
a very expensive luxury car, and get rich. He has an inside man in the garage that can make the cameras go bye-bye for a little bit. So in order to pay back Pepe's loan for him, V, our character, decides to go on this gig, on this job. He also gives us a device to bypass the car security system, but of course, something like that seems a little too good to be true, so we take it with a grain of salt.
Kabuki's tech wizards sell more magical than this under the counter. Have a little faith. So, we all agreed then.
So we ended up taking Kirk on his deal or job or whatever, and he says that someone named Rick is out back and we'll hit it off.
Easy V. Job's gonna
Don't
patch
quite
your
know
wallet
who
too,
Rick
you know?
is at the moment,
To
but you'll
everything
find out
planned.
soon enough.
Rick's in the garage, be waiting for you. You two will hit it off. Good luck out there. We'll be in touch.
Perales has my vote. Man, it don't matter. Perales, Ryan,
Malone ain't getting a bell fight.
Cabron is besting his weight from me. You'll see. Soon as he's elected, corps are gonna start sweating bullets.
Volcanoes.
What then? I can pay it.
Fat.
Why do I see no goddamn lemons? No goddamn lines?
They're in there, for
Oh yeah, we run by a so-called veteran on the way out. I knew he was probably lying, but I still give him $1 little or coin or whatever. Why not?
Here, all yours.
Knew I saw good in you. God bless.
cybernetic god comes to devour its children. Tell him to be ready.
Yes, Padre.
Well, who do we have here? We? Long time. Didn't know you were around.
Got back from Atlanta a few weeks ago.
See, you got a good down-home welcome. How was it back east?
Tell you later. Got something on my plate.
How about you fill me in now? We'll give you a ride. Marcus, let's go. So where to?
The Glen. Drop me off at Embers.
Front door?
Take the ramp, back of the bar. Show you where to stop.
You heard
So
him.
while we're in the car, them two catch up, exchange information, you know, the usual. Wonders what happened, why I came back to Night City. Told him the truth. And then some mean people stop by.
Stop the car.
What's going on?
Business. You carrying?
Sebastian Ibarra. Looks like it's my lucky day
What do you want?
to settle our biz once and for all. Got an offer for you, Patty, so listen up. Get the f out of Vista. Pull your boys off the
We
street.
had to make sure to put them in their place.
I'll give you the
'cause we
Glen
cannot
Dundee.
disrespect an old man like
No more
this.
restless nights. See how generous I can be? Well,
One more
Patty,
word.
stay out of this. I don't know you.
And I don't know you, which means you're worth shit around here and capable of even less. Well, anything else?
It seems our conversation has come to a close.
Careful, Padre. Never know who's got a barrel at your six. You neither, shit bucket.
Marcus, please.
Apparently that was like a rival gang that they're at war with. And the old man doesn't seem too phased by what he did. And it's honestly impressed that I still had that touch that I didn't give in when the gun was pointed at me. I finally make it to my destination, and before I leave, he gives me his contact information just in case, or just to keep in touch. Contact. Then I get out the car
Gotta go.
and hop down.
So go with God.
I get lost for a little bit, then I wander to an elevator that I found. Or I was supposed to go in the elevator, go down to the garage.
V? Status.
On location. About to find your man.
Rick's one of the good guys, you'll see. I trust him like a brother.
Into the garage, and it says look for Rick, and I hear Rick, but in my brain it doesn't register that he's there. So I look in a car because I assume he's in a car or something, but then I look around and I eventually find him behind the desk, which would make sense. I confirm he's Rick, and he turns
You
off the
Rick?
Yep.
cameras.
You with Kirk?
Yep.
Cameras are blind. You got 20 minutes.
I look around for this VIP car, which is literally highlighted VIP. And
Kirk.
then
I see the ride.
I use that machine that Kurt gave me. And surprisingly, it unlocks the door.
For a whirl.
You're a man of little faith. See? We're rich. Now fire her up and call me when you're underway. I'll tell you where to go.
However, I get an error
this'll be a
not
cool
that later.
breeze.
And an unexpected visitor that I didn't even notice crept up on me. Yeah, he was essentially mugging me. And it wasn't even my car. And I tried to floor it, and it didn't go.
Out. You can drive.
But it was all for nothing because
you
we
doing?
both get caught by the police. I didn't even ask for this. I just wanted to pay him back. Pay back the debt that was owed. Do a favor, and it got me in trouble. I don't know what I expected. At first I thought it was set up, but then I realized later on the VIP client knew because the alarm went off. He even comes and confronts this Inspector Sticks. Stints.
Hey!
Yeah.
Detective Stintz. Been a while, huh?
Inspector Stints.
Same sh.
Speaking of, your mug's familiar too.
Inspector Stinky over
Come
here
on, spit it out.
recognized
I'm waiting.
V and started interrogating me as well.
Left for Atlanta, looking for a slice of happiness. Yes, you find I always maintain the same for all you firms I born here, live here, not here. Looks like I was right.
Yeah, this is the person who
Ordinary
caught
street
us
trash.
and reported it and called the police.
Got him in custody, Mr. Fujioka. We'll be taking him now. It's a waste of effort. I have no time to testify or play it on an investigation.
Suggesting
Suggesting
we
we
let
let
him
him go, sir? I suggest you toss them in the sea. Cuff legs broken so this trash doesn't float.
So
You heard him.
yeah, they knock us out pretty hard. But look at those batons. We wake back up, and they didn't kill us. They just dropped us off to some random alleyway.
Honestly, for a sec there, things looked iffy. Wasn't sure we'd worm out of that alive.
Man, same. Stints is out to get people. Wound tight. Though he does have a little honor left.
Really think his sense of honor saved us?
Well, and the fact he's Haywood born and bred like us.
If I hadn't come, you'd be cruising Night City in sexy wheels right now.
Nah, come on. Job was toxic from the start. Even Kabuki under-the-counter magic can't get around an alarm like that. Should've known I'd have the PD on my ass.
So, maybe now, as God ordained. Jackie Wells.
V.
I know you. You hang at the Coyote.
Got the job to steal those wheels at the Coyote. From Kirk.
You work with that sewer slug?
Pepe owes him big and can't afford to pay, so I stepped up.
Man, gotta wonder about Pepe letting slimy Kirk boss him around like that.
Heard what they say. He's backed by cartels.
Cartels? No, listen. I know those cartel types, and I guarantee you, none of them have even heard of Kirk. El Cabron's gotta learn. He don't do people in Haywood dirty. Come on, let's go have some lunch.
Just like that?
I was genuinely baffled
You put a
too.
barrel to my
Like he was
skull
trying to
not so
mug
long
me
ago.
and had a gun pointed to my head, and now we're buddies getting lunch. But I have the feeling this is gonna be a start of something special.
Getting one of my good
Brotherhood.
About
A
what?
brother, like a partner in crime, basically. You know.
It's a kind of chemistry, you know? Come on, I'm starved.
Yeah, I didn't see
Okay,
it, but there was a
food it
montage
is.
of us getting
Let's go.
along for like over half a year, and now I guess we're doing a job for someone named T-Bug.
Probably crawling with the
We'll,
benevolence.
we'll see how it plays out.
Eyes and ears open, all right? Speaking of which, got you a little something. Militech training shard. In case you need to, brush up on your dance
After a
moves.
quick tutorial, that is.
Down for some target practice?
Tutorial taught me the basics of the game. It wasn't anything special to be included in the video. It was just guns, controls, melee combat, and then the hacking aspect of it. It was pretty cool. Probably gonna suck, but we'll see. Soon enough, obviously.
Will Kako give you any tips and tricks for the job?
I'm not your mother. Just do what I pay you for. It's easy work. Yeah.
Let's do this.
Elevator. This way.
Also, this is the point in the time where I joined a Discord call with my friends. I'm not quite sure why it recorded that in the top right. Might have to change that. Sorry in advance if that bothers y'all, but yeah. So now we're entering the elevator and we're gonna go up. Our mission is to rescue a high-class personnel, I think. For whatever reason, he didn't let me click it for like the longest.
Target's Sandra Dorset. Target's biomon went mute a couple hours back. Suspected abduction. Target could have possibly flatlined already. Not sure you're in time.
We're in time, Bug. We. Sure you're on phones, but that don't make you any less part of this squad.
Squad.
For whatever reason, they were arguing a little bit, so I gotta put them in their place.
Calm the hell down, both of you. Almost there.
So she was
Yeah,
abducted, and we're trying to rescue her. Like, not knowing what I was supposed to expect, I was kind of scared going in. I was checking all the corners, making sure there was no enemies.
Looking for 1237. Target should be inside, but I got zero eyes on her biomon.
Is that you?
Try hacking the door. Think you can trip it on your own, V?
Yeah, I thought this meant crouch, so I kind of just waited. I didn't know where the enemies were, so I was trying to bait them out. Clearly, I don't know what I'm doing yet, but you know, I'm new. Get a little scared because we think that the girl on the table is the one we're looking for, but luckily, it was just a random girl.
Our girl's top shelf. This one's packing black market Zeta Tech repros. Typical back alley fix-ups. Not our lucky gal.
Mira, eyes up. Pendejos ahead.
So this is our first look of actual combat. I wanted to go in stealthy because we went guns and blazing right away. It would make me harder since I'm not used to combat, so I crept up behind him and I grabbed him. Then I proceeded to stuff him in a freezer because I'm like that.
Nice. I couldn't have done that better myself.
I spotted
On your
a
toes.
room full
More
of
bodies
enemies.
incoming. They're almost on
I
you.
almost walked in there by accident, I'm not gonna lie. But there were so many in there. And I was trying to ping them all up, like, so I can know where they are. Then I was trying to click on reboot optics to make them go blind, but it was traceable regardless. But I accidentally clicked short circuit, and yeah, it didn't go well.
They're coming.
So then it forced me into go guns a-blazing. And I hope you enjoyed this peak combat ability, this no skill needed, because I'm just like that. I'm him.
Scavs are still crawling. Clean it up, clean it out. Don't want you bringing the target out under fire. You definitely don't want a slug in your back.
No way. Not neither.
I'm empty! Take this, cabrones! Point for you!
Fuck the beach!
Just up between the eyes, V! You got this!
I thought I got rid of all the enemies, so I just started looting. But then a random one walked in as I was looting, and I was so confused. I was like, oh. So I tried to hide, but they saw me, I think. Or almost did. So then I rebooted their optics to make them go blind. I was going to try the sneak attack. But I really need to read the description, because that's not what it does. He ended up seeing me anyways, so we just decided to fight him. Guns a-blazing. And we won easily. You know, me and Jackie, the tag team duo. But then we started hearing some heavier shots. And I was like, what is that? And from the back, there was this big man with a machine gun or some kind of high caliber gun that just went doop 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 doop. But with precise hacking skills and aim, I shot him through the wall and he fell like any other man.
Don't see any movement on the sensors. Looks like you got him.
There, it was confirmed that we had cleared out the enemies. I started looting, and then we found our client, or the person we were looking for to begin with. Yeah, she was unconscious, but still alive, but like seizing. Don't know what happened. She had some kind of blocker on her, which is why she couldn't be tracked, or trauma team, which is like an ambulance essentially. Couldn't get her. So we disabled that or whatever, and we walked her out. Also, sorry for the censoring. They were naked. I spent like 10 minutes in settings trying to figure out, because I know there's a setting. I just couldn't find it. Turns out you have to do that before you get into an actual game, like the main menu settings, but it's whatever. But she actually started dying. But we had to give her some kind of like weird air pump or something. We just injected into her chest, and she pulled through enough to walk her out. And trauma team was already there waiting. Essentially, they just pulled up, like no hesitation. Told me to back up. Kind of slow. And it said in the terrace, so I was like doorway or what, but no, it wanted me outside. Then I laid her down in like the stretcher, and they pushed me. They were so rude. Also I did another game, and if you get too close, they literally tase you. Yeah, don't obey trauma team's orders.
Let's get out of here. Elevator gets us to the garage direct.
Good work. Show's over.
After the mission's over, we
Cut
head
my wires now.
down
See you in the near future.
and let him borrow my car
Listen,
because we're
Mano,
bros.
I got this thing.
But on the way
your
home,
wheels.
I didn't get this in the video, but we got pulled up on by some bandits or scavengers, whatever they're called, and we had a fight in the car on the way home. It was crazy. I do some self-reflecting in the mirror, then it tells me to go check my armory, which I do, and I see my bounties of war. After getting a good loadout, I go to sleep. I'll get a well-deserved rest. However, I can't necessarily sleep. I'm pretty sure I got some kind of virus thing from when I had to jack in to that person that we rescued. And so I just go to check my emails, and then I get a call from my brother, Jackie. Concerned for me. I explained to him what's going on, but he says that he has something waiting for me. Yeah, he brought my car back. That's what he brought. So I'm gonna go downstairs and meet him.
Neurovirus, or... Need to see Vic. Let him tell me what's got my head reeling, my stomach churning.
Okay, let me take you. I brought you a ride. Throw on some threads, meet me downstairs.
Hey, yo, V. How about a round or two?
However,
What do you
I
say?
get sidetracked by a boxing thing. I don't know. I just wanted to try it for fun,
Punching bag.
but I got a little too invested into it. I kind of lost, so I had to rematch him.
To see how he handles the light.
Yeah, this game gives me too much free will.
Let's do this.
Light on your feet. Get the head moving.
Yeah, right after I lost, I was like, nah, run it back. So I had to,
Let's do this.
because I was not gonna take that loss to a robot. So I had to let him know what these organic hands do.
You got one hell of a punch there, champ. Ever thought of monetizing it? I can arrange a fight or
So
two.
he basically
What do you say?
explains that you can do boxing matches in this game, which is so crazy. Like there's so many like free choice things. I don't know what it's called. Like you can literally have boxing matches and make money. Eddies. I need the eddies. So I hear him out. He gives me locations where I can go box.
Only top shelf gear.
After enough distractions though, I finally find Jackie and start talking to him to continue the game.
Man of the hour. Sheesh. Took you long enough. Worked up an appetite just waiting. Sit down. Let me finish this. Then we can drop in on Senor Vector.
Mentioned something about a surprise yesterday. Am I remembering right, or just had a brain fart?
Probably both, because you usually forget shit. But it just so happens...
Jackie
I
then
think I
goes
might have
on to
bagged us a
explain that
sweet-ass
he has a
J.O.B..
job for us from
Go on.
Dexter to Sean.
I mean,
It's to be a man that was around here but left.
just that he's
But
fronted
apparently
by
he's
a
back
someone
for
named
biz.
Dexter Deshawn.
And he wants to talk to me personally to get to know me. Because he knows everyone else included. But he does not know me. So he's going to basically test me and find out if I'm made for it. After Jackie finished eating, he says that he brought my car. And so he gives me the keys back. Says it's factory new.
Bueno.
Let's pray it is.
Run your wheels.
And we're gonna go
Gave
get
my
in the
guy
car
yesterday
and
to slip
drive
over
to
the dents
Victor,
after
our
dust
Ripper
off the
Doc.
scabs.
Basically the guy who puts cybernetic
Thanks, Jack.
implants
Much
and stuff like that inside of you. I'm not gonna lie, driving is kind of hard in this game. It's very janky and I don't like how it
First stop,
feels. And
Ripper
it
Doc
wasn't until later on,
and Holmes.
not in this video. Spoilers. Yeah, I didn't know you could change the camera, but it was right there on the side of the screen. That helps so much. Driving in first person so hard. I kept crashing into the walls. And obstacles that shouldn't be obstacles became obstacles. Oh, yeah. It was troublesome, to say the least. But we got there eventually. I had to do a double take because that person's haircut was so horrendous. I don't even know what they had on top of their head. I'm not gonna lie. Then I immediately noticed what was on the right side of the screen, and I had to duck and go into the building fast.
Hey, V. Dr. Vector will see you now.
Come on, V. Find me one.
So they got their thing going. I'm gonna go meet Dr. Victor, my Ripper Doc. Get lost a little though. I'm not gonna lie. I find a kitty though. It's kind of ugly, but you know, it's a cat. It don't matter. I then went down, got a little thing explaining what Ripper Docs are, and there's more than one in the map apparently. I guess they all sell different things. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't really seen that yet. But I open the door and greet Victor.
Vicky, surprise ever, you old ripper. It's good to see
Apparently they know each other or something. They have some kind of history.
Oh, wow.
Explain to him that
Follow
I
the pleasure.
probably got some kind of virus
gig.
from the person we jacked
Surprise
into.
neurosocket. Think I might have gotten spiked.
And he agrees to work on us.
Migraines,
We gotta pay him back later though.
sensitivity
Also
to bright
upgrade
lights.
our
Kit and caboodle.
chrome while we're here.
Right, kid. We'll sort you out
Go
in
through
a
the
flash.
selection of
Besides that,
barely
how are
any
things?
items available, and since we can only put the hands and get new eyeballs, that's what I ended up doing. Actually, we could get another thing, but I don't have enough money for most of these things. I ended up getting like a really cheap thing to help me get more armor or something of the sorts, and then he fixed me up.
feel a little discomfort at first. Blurred vision, low contrast, glitches. Well, how's it look? Feel all right to you?
Oh, this is fantastic, Vic.
So the eyeball
Oh,
upgrades give
beautiful.
me access to a couple of new things, more information on the target I'm scanning,
Time for the
I
scanner.
guess. And also he gave me a little thing inside my head that tells me what the police are up
Might
to,
take you a few
or if
seconds
they're
to adjust.
onto me,
Those
or
times
just
wear
anything
a
in general.
charm.
The criminal
Really,
database,
really.
that as well.
Scanner should eventually see through your thought processes.
And yeah,
Read your intentions.
it also included a thing so I can actually see my ammo and how much I have left and how much I have in my gun. Apparently, while he was fixing me up, he already got rid of the virus, so I'm all clean. No problems here, right? Definitely not yet.
Gone while we were putting in your
I thank
implant.
Vic for his
Now
hard
full
work, and then I
speed
go
with your
talk to
soft
Jackie, who
circuits.
tells me that
Not bad.
Dexter's already here
don't know
waiting
what to
for me,
say.
and I walk down the road and get in his car.
Say you'll take this and remember the
The whole
dosage.
car
Few
ride, he
whiffs now,
basically
another few in
interrogates
an hour.
me, questions me, testing me, seeing if I have the right mentality to go through with this job. The job is, one, to get a Militech robot from a gang that he made business with, and then steal a biochip. But more on that in the next episode, as you'll find out why. We get out of the car and done talking to Dex. We get a call from Jackie, our boy. We explain to him what went down, and he asks us what our course of action is. I decided to go with the client, just because I didn't know what anything meant at the time. And looking at it now, I would have done the other way around. But actually, no, I don't regret a thing. But I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode and the first episode of Cyberpunk. I know I got a few things to work on here and there, but I really hope y'all enjoy the content and the way it works, the way it looks, the way it sounds. I'm working on bettering it every video. Let me know what I should cut in, cut out. If I put too much, too little in this episode. If I narrated too much over some certain things. Or if you wanted to just hear the actual conversations, not split over, cut out. Let me know. And I hope you enjoy.